Today, I'm going to give you something unusual, a home test for the question, am I infected? Am I brainwashed?
Simcha's sessions, out-of-the-box insights into history, religion, and politics.
So before I give you the handy-dandy home test for Am I Brainwashed, just remember, subscribe. Like if you like, share, hit the little bell so you're notified when I post something, and hit that little join button if you want, and I hope you do want, to become a member. So, a handy-dandy test to find out if I'm brainwashed. How does it work? Remember COVID used to have to go to a lab, and then there was a handy-dandy test. You could do it at home. Same thing, pregnancy. You don't have to go to a lab or a doctor. You can do it at home. So if you're wondering, am I brainwashed? I'll tell you how you can find out, and you don't have to go anywhere. First question, do I care about the Palestinians in Gaza? What? Yeah, that's a very, very good litmus test. So you say, yeah, of course I care. I saw all that suffering on television. Of course you should care if you see suffering anywhere, in Israel, in Gaza, China, wherever. But now you have to ask yourself a question. I'm very agitated about Palestinians. What do I know about it? Well, according to Hamas, 67,000 Palestinians were killed in the recent war that's now in the middle of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Hamas, I'm talking now as a journalist, is a terrorist organization. That's not what I say. That's what the State Department says. That's what the RCMP in Canada says. That's what MI5 in England says and MI6. They're terrorists. So the terrorists are saying 67,000 Palestinians died. You know, as a journalist, I don't trust sources, stats from a terrorist organization. I just don't. But let's say they're not lying by a lot. Let's give the terrorists the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's not 67,000, but 50,000 really did die. Okay, that's a lot of people, but it's a war, right? And Israel says that they killed 22,000 Hamas people, or 25,000, something like that. Now, these are guys walking around with grenade launchers and grenades and guns and machine guns and sniper rifles. So, you know, they shoot at you, you shoot back. They're called terrorists, but let's call them combatants. They're combatants under international law, under anything, under logic. So let's say Israel's exaggerating. Let's say 20,000 were Hamas members, fighters, terrorists. So that leaves about 30,000 Palestinians that were caught in the crossfire that were collateral damage. That's a lot of people. People should care, 30,000 dead people. But now comes the test. Am I brainwashed? What about Sudan? Do you know about Sudan? Do you care about Sudan? There's Arabs in Sudan. And Arabs are actually killing black people in southern Sudan. They call them slaves. Do you know about that? Do you care about that? Have you heard about it? Why not if you haven't heard? In the Sudanese Civil War, 14 million people have been displaced, refugees. In Gaza, in total, there's 2 million. Here, 14 million. And then 150 to 500,000 have been killed in recent years while the Palestinians and the Israelis have been fighting. As I'm recording this, the rebel Arab forces have gone into the main city of the southern African part of Sudan, and they've gone into hospitals and maternity wards because they don't want more black people to be born. And they've raped and killed pregnant women. Did you know about it? Do you care about it? It's happening right now. Do you care that generally in the Arab world there's 1.7 million slaves today? That nice countries like Saudi Arabia, nice, have 750,000 slaves today? Are you demonstrating? Are you writing letters To the editor, to your congressperson, to your representative? You haven't heard about it. Did you know that in Syria, now the civil war is temporarily over, but while the Palestinians and the Israelis have been shooting at each other, something like 10 to 12 million Syrians have been turned into refugees. 500,000 killed. Some have had chemical weapons dropped on them, women and children from the sky. Did you know about it? Do you care about it? You care about the open-air prison in Gaza, you call it. Let's talk imprisonment. Do you know that 1 million Muslims have been imprisoned, not by Israel, by China, the Uyghurs? Have you demonstrated on their behalf? So you have to ask yourself now the question. I'm a human being who cares. Why do I know so much about the Palestinians and I know nothing about these other tragedies, which are, frankly, statistically much worse? Well, what are the possibilities? Because I just watch mainstream media and that's what they've been pushing. I'm a member of that media. You know, 4 Emmy nominations, 3 wins. I know how it works. Certain stories are pushed. Or I just live in an echo chamber and, you know, I just exchange stuff with my friends that all say the same thing. Genocide, apartheid, colonialism, and I don't even know what those words mean. Or I go out to demonstrations and I shout, from the river to the sea, and I don't know which river and I don't know which sea, and I'm one of those people that the revolutionary Lenin called useful idiots. Give them slogans, don't tell them what they mean. Or I just don't like Jews. So because I don't like Jews and they're fighting Palestinians, I'm for Palestinians. Okay, maybe. Or I've been duped. I have been brainwashed. And am I happy that there's this home test? I know about the Palestinians. I don't know about anything else. I failed the test. What can I do about it? I've been brainwashed. There's the only thing what you can do about it. If you're overweight, you lose weight, right? If you're uneducated, you got to educate yourself. If you're weak, you got to go to a gym. When you go to the gym, you don't say to the trainer, you know, don't trigger me, don't make it hard. I don't like to sweat. You want to be triggered. You want that muscle to work. So, if you've been brainwashed, educate yourself. Listen to the other side. Look into the words that you're using. What do they really mean? There's one word secret to getting yourself deprogrammed. Think. If you like this out-of-the-box thinking, subscribe, go all the way, become a member, and let's keep doing what we're doing. Challenging people and hopefully making them think.